Crafty Kate and I run a small crochet business. On this channel we talk all things yarn and crochet. Welcome to a yarn review video. I'm going to review some Alize Softy Plus that I have never used before. But before we jump into that, I want to go over some exciting updates. So this week my standing kitty pattern released and I am so excited for you guys to have this in your hands and making the kitties. So I just wanted to go over that and show you the makes really quick. So there are 3 versions in the pattern. You can do a solid kitty, a Siamese kitty, or a tabby kitty, and you can also mix and match to make a perfect kitty however you want it to look. So I also made kind of a black and white tuxedo type kitty. So here is the solid. And the only sewing on these is sewing the head to the body and the tail to the body. I have a cool optional tail curl in there. This one is using 20mm eyes. I have another one that I used 25mm. So this is the solid version, no color changes in this one. Such a sweet little face. So that's the solid. And then we have the Siamese. So a few color changes in this one, but still very simple. I did embroidered eyes and added a little bit of blue. So cute. A little fuzz there. So there's the Siamese, and then here is the tabby. So these are 20mm eyes again. So the tabby just has some stripes on his head. You could add stripes wherever you want. I didn't want a ton of color changes in there. This one has white feet, just solid white feet. Cute little face. Little tail curl, little white tipped tail. So there are a couple options for the feet. Let me show you this other one. So this was the first tabby I made, so the body shape isn't correct, but the little feet. So this one I did the pink toe beans. It's not, I love the way it looks from the bottom, but obviously a cat, you can't see the pink when they're standing up. So I also did this option, but look how cute from the bottom. And then, so this last one I made, I kind of mixed and matched to make the perfect kitty. So this is my little black and white one. And with his feet, I did just pink in the middle and then the white for the paw part or the toe part. So a little bit different there. So cute. So then I did white feet. This one has a white belly, white tipped tail. And these are the 25mm eyes. So you can see how they are much bigger, but so cute. So here's the difference in eyes. I like the bigger eyes better. But yeah, so that's all the options in the pattern. I am so excited to start seeing all of your makes and kitties. I can't wait to see a bunch of custom ones to look like your pets. So excited for this pattern. So it will be linked down in the description. Go check it out. It is on sale right now, I think through Friday is what I'm planning, so go get it. So I lied, I have the sale going through the 5th to make it sort of a July 4th sale as well, so it goes all the way through Sunday. Okay, so now let's get into the Alize Softy Plus review. So the reason I decided to do this is that over on my Patreon we do a challenge that I set up once a month, and the challenge this month was to use a yarn that you've never used before. So I ordered this from Hobby Shoppy quite a while ago. Hobby Shoppy is also where I get my Alize Veludo. I'll have it linked down in the description if you'd like to check it out. I am an affiliate for them and they are amazing. They have great colors, great selection, fast shipping. You get free shipping over a certain amount. So I love shopping through them. But I ordered this quite a while ago. I got 4 different colors and I have never used it. So I thought it would work for our Patreon challenge. And then also I wanted to make a video for you guys in case you've never used it. So these are the 4 colors I got. They are numbers, not names. So the black is 60, this lighter color is 199, the darker brown is 321, and then the cream is 62. So those are our 4 colors that we're going to be using. Also, before I forget, at the end of the video, I will show you some of the makes from the challenge from Patreon. So that will be at the end of the video. So let's get into using this yarn. So I have a bunch of yarns pulled to compare the size to. So you can see it's definitely made different. There's like a braid on one side and then a bunch of fluff on the other side, and it's pretty thin. I have never used it before, obviously, so I don't know what size crochet hook or anything like that. So I have some Parfait Chunky here to compare it to. It's smaller than Parfait Chunky, so that gives you a good idea. This is Alize Veludo. So much smaller than Alize Veludo. And then I have some Parfait Plush here. Parfait Plush is very similar to Alize Veludo. And then Burnout Blanket, which is the biggest. So you can see how tiny it is. It does have that braid on the one side, so it definitely looks different. So I know of one person that uses Alize Softy Plus a ton, and that is Crochet by Yanina. And she uses it for a ton of stuff, and it always turns out really cute. You don't ever see the braided part in her plushies. So I went on her Etsy and looked at some of her patterns to see what crochet hook she uses for this yarn, and she uses a 4.5, which when I looked at it, I was thinking I'd have to use like way smaller. I don't have a 4mm, but I have a 3.75. So I got that out and I was kind of messing around with it. And because the fuzz comes off the one side, it ends up behaving thicker than it looks like it would, if that makes sense. So I made like a chain with this, and this is too small. So I think I am going to try the 4.5mm, just because like you can see how fluffy it looks in that hook. So I think that will be fine. All of her makes are gorgeous with the 4.5mm hook. So that's what we're going to try to do. And I want to make a bunch of things in using all the different colors, because I have the 4 different colors. So I have a list of stuff I want to make. The first one I want to make is a little capybara. It's one of my favorite patterns over on Instagram. It's a free pattern and it sold really well for me at markets, so I've made this a ton. It's the little capybara pattern from Sweet Beans Crochet. So that's the one I'm going to start with, and I'm going to use the 2 colors of brown. It's a pretty quick pattern, so I'm going to work that up and then I'll let you know how the yarn goes. It does seem like it might be a little bit tough to see your stitches just because of the way the fuzz is. So we will see how that goes, and I will check in a little bit. Okay, so I messed up already, but this is what we have. This yarn is so soft. It is going to be the softest, squishiest plushie. I am so excited. It is definitely hard to see your stitches. It's not quite as bad as using fur yarn, but it's very tricky to see your stitches. I was so focused on not missing any stitches that I forgot to do the color change. So I have to frog this, but I do think I figured out kind of how the yarn is looking, and I'm used to kind of what I'm looking for as far as stitches go now. So it was helpful to just work with it for a minute, but I do have to frog this back and do a color change for the capybara because his whole face is not this dark brown. So I'm gonna do that and then we will get back to work. I think this is so soft and it's like squishy, and the way it works up, you can't see that braid at all. It's gonna be really cool. I want to make bag charms out of these tiny things that I'm making, so I think they will be really cute and soft and squishy. So let's keep going. Also, as part of the yarn review, it is always nice to try to frog with it to see how it behaves, because like Parfait Chunky, if you frog with it, it makes a mess. So this stuff doesn't move on the strand at all. It's not really on the strand, it is the strand, if that makes sense. The little braid on the back is actually like, it's braided and then the pieces come out of it, so it can't move. It doesn't shed at all. And yeah, so it frogged just fine. I do want to see if it's breakable. Oh, it breaks pretty easy. So that's something to keep in mind. We'll have to do a magic ring at some point to see how that works. But yeah, so far I'm very impressed with this yarn. I just finished the little capybara and I am in love. He is adorable. Itty bitty, so cute. So I think he's perfect for a little bag charm. I am waiting for my stuff. I ordered some fun stuff from Amazon to make cute bag charms. So I haven't gotten that yet, but if I get it before I finish up this video, I will definitely show you. But he turned out so cute. Something about this pattern, you want to lightly stuff the head and then really stuff the body so that the head isn't too heavy and he can stand up. As a bag charm, it's not a huge issue, but so cute when they stand up. And then just little embroidered eyes. Look how fluffy and squishy he is. He is so soft. This is such fun yarn. Like I said, it is a little bit hard to see your stitches, but once you get used to seeing what it looks like, it's really not bad at all. I only messed up that one time at the beginning where I forgot to color change, but all of my stitch counts ended up correct. And he's just adorable. So the next thing I want to make is something that I've made in the past as well that was a good seller for me at markets, and it's a teeny tiny little sloth. It's a free pattern on Stitch by Faye's blog, and I will have all the patterns linked down in the description, so everything will be down there. This is a free pattern again, and this one, there's 3 colors. I'll use the dark, the light, and the cream. So this guy should be really cute. I'm excited. He should be a perfect little bag charm as well. So I'm going to get started on him and I will show you when he's done. This pattern starts with a magic ring, so I thought I would show you how that works with this yarn real quick. So let me do the stitches here. Okay, it seemed like it worked really well and I didn't break it and it didn't get stuck, so good stuff. I just finished the little sloth. It was a lot of color changes in a very small space without being able to see your stitches, but I think he turned out really cute. This goofy little face. He's very tiny, perfect for a bag charm. Here's the size comparison. Very similar. He looks a little messy, but that's just the yarn, I think. He's cute though. Cute little sloth, curly little arms. This is a fun pattern. I usually make it in Parfait Chunky so that it's really tiny for a keychain. So there's that cute little guy. So then the rest of the patterns I'm planning on making are paid patterns, and they are all from Poggy's Place. She has a bunch of perfect tiny makes. I am not going to be making her critterlings, which are the extra tiny ones. I'm going to make the regular sized critter ones. I'm planning on making a little dachshund with the black and the tan, the darker one. And then I want to make a bear, a black bear with maybe a tan nose. And then I also was thinking a panda bear with the cream and the black. And then if we have time, I also want to make a cow, either a black and white spotted cow or a Highland cow with these 2 colors. So we'll see what all we have time for, but that is the plan. I'm going to start with the little dachshund. I have her puppy pattern packs The dachshund is in pack 1. So I've never made the little dachshund. So this will be fun to try. I think it'll be adorable. So I'm going to get started and I will show you when it's all done. Okay, I just finished the little dachshund and it is the perfect size. I love it so much. So here's compared to the capybara. I might tack the ears down. Let me know in the comments if you think I should tack the ears down or leave them bouncy for a keychain bag charm. They're definitely goofy. He's so cute though. So simple and fast, tiny little legs. Perfect pattern for what I'm going for here. So here are our 3 little guys so far. All the perfect size. He is a cutie. And then I did lie to you guys about the free patterns. I forgot I had one more I wanted to make for this. So I made this super cross-eyed little kitty. So this is a free pattern on Instagram that I have used a ton. This is my bestseller, #1 bestseller ever for markets. I make it with bigger yarn, so it's a bigger size. But in this teeny yarn, it makes a perfect little bag charm size. His little face is so goofy looking. So I made this guy with just the black. And then I did want to mention with both of these, the magic rings at the beginning, I did break the yarn multiple times. Not because it was stuck. It closes just fine, but you cannot pull very hard. It breaks really easily. So I'll just show you again. Here's a piece. Now it's gonna, there you go. It's really not hard to break. So you really have to be careful with the magic rings not to break the yarn. But I was able to make it work, no problem. And yeah, so far that's really the only problem I've had with the yarn. Even with the black, once you know what the stitches look like, it's really not bad to see your stitches. So yeah. It's going well so far. So we have 4 little guys done, 3 free patterns and 1 paid pattern so far. I am going to do some more Poggy's Place patterns. I think I'm going to do a panda bear and then I can't decide on the cow. I don't have pink for the nose, so I might end up doing a Highland cow in the browns, but or we could do the light brown and the cream for the Highland cow. That might be cute instead of this. But so far we're making a lot of light brown things. So maybe a dark brown with this as the nose might make it, mix it up a little bit. And then a panda to use the cream. So I think that's my goal, is to have 6 makes. But as far as right now, I have some custom orders I need to work on for the rest of the night. So I'm going to end this here and I will see you guys in the morning for the other 2. Hello, it is the next day. I spent the morning working on my custom orders that I talked about, and I have been busy with pattern release stuff. The cat pattern releases tomorrow, so I've been doing all of that. And I do have a slight change of plans for today and what I'm going to make with the Alize Softy Plus. So I was talking to April from the Cozy Buckeye and we decided to do a little pattern trade. She sent me one of her little Buckeye Buddy patterns, the little cat swing pattern that is so cute. I'm so excited to make that. And then I sent her my standing kitty pattern. So I do want to make one of those kitties with the Alize Softy Plus. I was thinking I would do a calico with these colors. So it should end up extra tiny and perfect for a bag charm, and they are so cute. So that's the plan. So I'm going to make one less of the Poggy's Place patterns. I was going to do the panda bear and the Highland cow. I think now I'm just going to make the panda bear and then the kitty. So I want to do the panda bear first to get that out of the way. So let's work on that and I will show you when it's done. I just finished the little panda and he is so cute and tiny. Just a little loaf panda. Here's compared to the little kitty from earlier. He's a little goofy looking. I don't have plastic noses right now, so I had to embroider. And then he doesn't have the color changes around his eyes, so a little goofy, but he's cute. He's cute and squishy. This yarn is so soft. He's adorable. He'll make a cute little bag charm to go with the rest of everybody. So there's that little guy. Okay, so now we're going to start the little cat from the Cozy Buckeye. Like I said, I'm going to do a calico with these 3 colors. So I'm going to get going on that, and then I will show you when it's all done. And then I think we will be done with our little yarn review. So far, I'm really liking it. Okay, guys, I just finished the little cat, and I am obsessed. And I think you guys are going to be too. Look how cute this little thing is. So I did the calico. And obviously this is much smaller than the pattern is written. You can make it bigger. I used this tiny yarn with a 4.5mm hook, so she's extra tiny. I did the calico version. She has a solid, a tabby, a patchy, a calico, Siamese, tuxedo, and a swing to go with them. And it is so cute on a swing. So this pattern is absolutely amazing. It works up really quick. Obviously I picked the most complicated one with all of the color changes. It was a little tricky with it being so small and all these colors and not being able to see your stitches. I definitely picked the most difficult one, but I was able to make it work, and she is adorable. Totally worth it. This is the cutest thing ever. She's going to make the cutest little bag charm. So here's a little size comparison. Perfect size. So cute and detailed. That little nose, the little cheeks. So cute. I highly recommend this pattern. I want to make a whole bunch more, maybe some bigger ones. I can't wait to take these to market someday. So cute. So definitely go check out this pattern from the Cozy Buckeye. This is amazing and adorable. So here are all of our little makes. We got the calico, the dachshund, the panda, the sloth, capybara, and the other little kitty. Let me know down in the comments which one is your favorite. This yarn is fantastic. Other than not being able to see your stitches super well and it breaking a couple times in the magic ring, I absolutely love it. It is so soft. All these little guys are so squishy and soft and just a dream. And it is so easy to work with, so soft. Yeah, no complaints there. Definitely recommend the yarn. I'll have that linked down below as well. And then, as I mentioned, this was part of the challenge for my Patreon, using a yarn I had never used before. So here in a second, I'll have a little slideshow of the makes from my Patreon members. They all did a great job using yarn they had never used before, so that was fun. And then the other part of my Patreon is a little crochet along that we do each month. We vote on a pattern at the beginning of the month to all make together. And this month, they voted on a sun hat. So I made the sun hat, and I love it. Let me look up who that's by real quick so I can tell you, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the sun hat pattern is by MJ's Off the Hook Designs. It is a free tutorial on YouTube that I will link down below, and I will also link the actual pattern. It was a little tricky with the YouTube video to do the sizing because she just makes the one size in the video, so that was a little bit tricky, but I finished it and I love it. So here's the hat. It's got the shell stitch and then this nice brim, so fits perfectly and it's so cute. I can't wait to wear it to the lake. So for this one I used Premier Cotton Sprout worsted weight, which is a little bit of a softer cotton. You're supposed to use kind of one of those more stiff cottons to help the brim be a little bit stiff, but I think it's fine a little bit floppy. So that's the cotton I used. I don't like using the stiff cotton because it hurts my hands. So that's why I went with that. But it turned out so cute. It was really easy to work up. And I had a lot of fun making this with my Patreon members. A couple of the other people made one and they turned out so cute, and I can't wait to wear this. I'm definitely gonna wear it a ton out in the sun, so very exciting. I think that's just about all I have for this video, so I hope it was helpful and fun to watch me make all these tiny things. Let's do a little kitty emoji down in the comments for making it all the way to the end of the video, since we made 2 kitties and my kitty pattern released. And here is the slideshow of the makes from my Patreon members, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!